fuck up. Season over. Actually at that moment I said, I can't take this shit no more. But, I came back because I'm an Eagles fan. Shut your mouth and know you're wrong, jabroni.
Oh, my brother. Testify.
Shut the fuck up and sit down.
I just want to be in a video.
This is Bird Gang 114. I'm Ed.
I'm Cam.
And today we're going to go over our Week 1 NFL predictions. Cam's going to tell us the first game.
Yep, and Thursday night we got Houston at Chiefs. The Chiefs is favored by 9 points. Do you want to go first? Or
Sure, I'll go first. I'm going to say the Chiefs are going to beat them down. They're at home. The Super Bowl they just won. They're going to have, I think, a decent-sized crowd. I think they said up to 20,000 or something to that effect. I could be wrong. But I think they're going to lay it down on them, and it's going to be a score of 28-10.
Okay. I also have the Chiefs winning, and I got them winning 31-17. I don't think Houston offense is going to do so good without DeAndre Hopkins because he went to the Cardinals on a dumb trade. And I don't think Brandon Cooks is going to help him to replace Hopkins. So I don't think the Texans going to hold up as the Chiefs. And I think the Chiefs is going to do great. Next game. The Eagles at Washington. And the Eagles is favored by 6 points. I got the Eagles winning 27-13. And
I just want you to keep in mind that all these, for me at least, all these teams, there was no preseason, so it's hard to gauge any game. You'll get a feel for, at least I'll get a better feel for the teams after watching the first couple weeks because I'll know what they're really about. Because with no preseason, it's hard to say. But I'm going to go with Philadelphia beating, the Redskins.
Football team now.
No, I'm still calling them the Redskins. 27. I don't have to be politically correct. I'm going to go with the Eagles beating the Redskins 27-21. So I'm going to say it's a push.
All right. We got over here. Next game. Miami at New England. And New England is favored with 6.5. Now, Fitzpatrick is starting over Tua, the one they drafted early in the first round. But I still got New England winning 24-21, but not by the numbers. So I got Miami with the spread.
What was the spread?
It is Patriots 6.5.
I'm going to say Patriots are going to win because everybody's counted them out. I'm going to say it's going to be 28-17, so they'll cover the spread. I just think everybody's counted out the Patriots. Everyone's counted out Cam Newton. I think he's got something to prove.
He's the last one out. The receivers never seen him go out of the facility. It's crazy.
So I'm going to go with them because they got something to prove. I'm going to go with them.
All right. Next game. I think this is going to be a good game here. Green Bay at Vikings. Vikings is favored by 3 points.
Vikings are favored.
By 3 points. Now, this is going to be a tough game, but I think Green Bay is actually going to win this game. 17-7. And the reason I have Packers winning is because I feel like Aaron Rodgers got to, get his revenge saying, hey, you drafted a quarterback, Jordan Love, in the first round to take over my job. No way. I got to win this game and we got to beat the Vikings. Also, I don't know how the Vikings are going to do without Stephon Diggs.
I'm going with the Vikings because I think the drama in Green Bay starts week 1. I think there's going to be so much animosity there that I think they're going to have problems and it's going to take their season. So I'm going with Minnesota week 1.
What's the score, you think?
It'll be close, but I think Minnesota will win by 4. So I'll say...
They cover the spread.
Yeah, like 27-23,
Something like that.
I don't know.
That's gonna be a close
Somewhere
game.
in
You
there,
know
yeah.
it's gonna be a
But I
close
think they'll
game.
cover. I think they'll win by 4.
All right, next game. Colts at Jaguars. Now the Colts is favored by 8 points, and I do think it's going to happen. And Phil Rivers going to have a great day with T.Y. Hilton. 28-10. I don't think Jaguars going to do good this year.
I think Jaguars are tanking this season. They let everybody go from the team. So, and I don't believe in Minshew. I don't think they picked
No
up for
Minshew
him.
mania? Come on.
No, not on mine. I like his mustache, but I don't think he's a NFL, playoff caliber quarterback. I just think with Frank Reich teaming up once again with Phillip Rivers, like they were back in the day, I think they're going to light it up. I don't think it's going to take long. I think Phillip Rivers is familiar with that offense, which is a head start for him. And, if they did what they did last year without a good quarterback, they're going to definitely be better.
And score?
I'm going to say 31-10.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
it's a wipeout.
I was pretty close. Now next, we got the Jets at Buffalo Bills, and the Bills is favored 6.5. I got the Bills winning this by a blowout, 24-3. I don't see the Jets doing so good with just like C.J. Mosley out,
I agree with you.
And Buffalo, and gotta get that revenge after that playoff game, right?
I agree. I think that Buffalo is going to be a better team than last year even. I think they're a little upset they got knocked out. They got some raw deals in that game against Houston. So I think when they come back, they want to prove they're a good team. So they're going to play all out. I think the Jets took a step back with letting their safety go, Adams. And I don't think Le'Veon Bell's going to be much of anything for them. I think that was a waste of money. And I just don't think they have the skilled players. So I think that the Buffalo Bills win it big, 27-10.
All right. Next, we got here Chicago at Detroit, and Detroit's favored by 3, and I got Chicago winning by 3 instead. I got Chicago winning in 3, and I just want to make a point saying I told you Nick Foles ain't good anywhere else. I always say, you always say, he's only good in Philly. It just proves you that he came and beat Trubisky as a starting job. He had trouble having a starting job against Minshew Mania over there. So it's like,
Yeah, but he
It
couldn't
just proves
stay
points.
in Philly. So until Carson Wentz wins his own Super Bowl or 2, you're not going to see him back as a backup in Philly. But I agree with you. Even though Chicago's the underdog, I think they have a better defense. Their offense, is suspect, but I just can't get a read on Detroit. And I think they lost, Slay and
they got that rookie instead. You never know about rookies. So
I mean, I don't know. So I'm going with Chicago, and I'm going to say they're going to, like you say, win outright, something like 17-10.
that's
Low
gonna be a
score.
close game for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
Next, we got Cleveland at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 8, and I got Baltimore winning by 10, 20-10. And to me, and I think you can agree with this, that Lamar's overrated. And we've seen it in the playoffs. He's not that good. All you gotta do is mess rush him, like you said, like multiple times when teams are playing against him. It's just he's not good. He's all about his legs, and
He's average.
that's
But he's good.
Exactly.
He can run, but he's average at best as a quarterback.
I just
he can
think-
extend plays.
Yeah, and I heard like Baltimore fans are saying, "Oh, 16-0, this schedule is even easier than last year. That we're gonna have a better season than what we had last season." And 14-2, 15-1. They think they're so good, but
They're gonna
at
take,
most is 11.
they're
Watch.
gonna take a step back. I mean, pretty much a lot of teams were caught by surprise at the beginning of the season with Lamar. I'd be like, you know what? Let him stay in the pocket. and we'll let our corners take care of what they got to do. Because he's proven it in the playoff year after year. When pressure comes, he folds. So, he's to me, he's not the MVP. He's the most overrated player in the NFL.
So who you got winning and score?
Oh, but they're going to definitely take care of Cleveland. Cleveland is just a bunch of names. They're not really a great team. They're gonna be okay.
Should be interesting as the
They're
new coach.
they're like a 500 team,
Yeah, and they got a new coach, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna hold them back at the beginning of season. New scheme, new verbiage, new this, that. No preseason, so I think Baltimore should win by 10 easily. And I'll say it's gonna be like probably even more. I'll say 24-10.
And I think Cleveland might do better in the end of the season because Baker Mayfield actually has this true tight end that he loves to do. Like in college, he used to throw to his tight end, and now they got a really good tight end, Austin Hooper, they signed all season. But I don't see him doing good until the end of the season at most. I think in the future, though, they might do better. Next, we got here Las Vegas Raiders at the Carolina Panthers. The Raiders is favored by 3 points, and I actually got them covering and getting them winning by 14-10 Raiders. And the reason this game is so close and everything is because I don't think Las Vegas Raiders are that good, to be honest. And Carolina Panthers got a new coach, and Teddy Bridgewater, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're really going to trust your futures Bridgewater? Man, I want to see P.J. Walker starting, or Phil Walker start over there instead.
This is not New Orleans where you had Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara. Sorry, Carolina, you're in for a rude awakening. The real Teddy Bridgewaters are going to come out, and you're going to have a long season, and you'll be drafting a quarterback next year. But
the only thing I liked what the Panthers got was Robbie Anderson.
But he's speedy. That'll help him a little. But I mean, they're in rebuild mode and everything. So I'm gonna say Carolina is gonna lose. And out of respect for all the Los Angeles and Oakland fans, I'm only gonna call them the Raiders. I'm not gonna call them the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not gonna all season. I'm not even gonna dignify the Las Vegas part because they screwed the fans. How you gonna go if you've been a season ticket holder? How you gonna drive all the way to frickin' Las Vegas? What a joke! That Davis should be ashamed of himself. That's all I gotta say. Those fans got a raw deal. Those are diehard fans, and they got a screw job. If anything, I hope they would lose all season, but I think they're a better team than Carolina. That's just how I feel.
I don't think it says score, right? Score?
Who gives a fuck? How's that? Go to the next game.
But
they're gonna cover.
All right, we got here. And this is my lock in here actually. Seattle at Atlanta. Seattle is favored by 1.5, and I got them winning 31-10. I just don't see Russell Wilson. They're all ready. The Seahawks. The only thing they lost was their defensive player Clowney, and yeah, that's a decent loss. But like, this team is good, I think, and it's really good that I think Atlanta has no chance. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. They're not even going to score more than 10, I think. It's just one of those games that I just believe Seattle is just going to surprise more people.
What's the point spread on that one?
1.5 only.
Well, I'm surprised, it's that low. Seattle always plays close to its competition, but they always win in the end. And I just really do think Russell Wilson's a better quarterback than Matt Ryan. I mean, I think their overall offense is better than the underachieving Falcons. I mean, ever since they went to they've never recovered since they went to the Super Bowl and lost. They've never recovered. So I'm going to say I'm going with Seattle, easily covering the spread. I'll say like 27. Atlanta's going to put up some points, so I'll say 27-17.
Okay. Next we got here, and Bucks at Saints. Saints is favored 3.5, and now we got Brady versus Breeze, and now we got a match. We got a good match here, and I don't believe in the Bucks hype. they are buying the team, and I can name you a team that bought the team like before. The Rams. They bought everybody going in, and how did they do? They didn't do that good that year. And to me, seeing the Bucks doing the same thing, I just and maybe 7th seed. I think they're way overhyped, and I got the Bucks winning this game because Saints don't do so good early. So that's the only reason why I got the Bucks winning this game. But 35-28 Bucks because Saints early doesn't do good.
Well, I'm going to say this is going to be a beatdown week 1. I think Drew Brees is going to light him up. So, he's going to kill the hype. And my prediction is that Tom Brady gets knocked out week 1, done for the season, and all the hype for the Bucks. Gonzo. You know what? It's just the storyline perfectly made for the NFL. And, I think they're going to annihilate them. I think it's going to be something like 31-10.
That's my surprise.
You heard it here first.
That's a surprise. Brees is going to
Out for the season.
Out for the season.
Out for the season. It's
Well,
just it's gonna deflate everybody in Buccaneers land there.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be a good storyline though. I'd be like,
Oh, it's a
holy
storyline.
crap.
Oh my god, season over.
Before it even hit week 2. Next, and this is actually going to be my upset game of the week. The Cardinals at 49ers.
Well, let me just say this. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I never wish injuries on anybody, but that's just what I see. Because there's too much hype, so they're gonna have to. That's why I just have a feeling. But I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Especially,
I want to see good football all year,
exactly.
especially at the quarterback
and that's what it looks
positions.
like it's going to be.
And I would hate for him to go out, and that's the end of his career, because I like Tom Brady.
All right. Arizona at 49ers. 49ers is favored by 7. Like I said, this is my upset, and I got Cardinals winning 21-17. I think the 49ers just out Emmanuel Sanders, and they got the rookie instead, but the rookie is not going to be able to play, probably, I heard. And the other guy who did pretty good in the Super Bowl, but still lost, Deebo Samuel, might not be able to play. So it's like you have 2 receivers that are questionable, and if you put them in, they're not going to be 100%. And I know 49ers are a running team, but that just shows that the Cardinals could just stack the box and not even worry about a pass because they got no one to throw to besides Kittle, and double team Kittle, and it's over. So that's why I got Cardinals winning 21-17.
I'm going to say, even though I think the 49ers are going to have a down season, I think they'll win this one because, I just think the team has been together. Defensively, they're good. Offensively, I think they'll scrape up enough points against Arizona. Besides DeAndre Hopkins, I think if they somehow take him out of the game, I think Larry Fitzgerald is okay, but he's way past his prime. So I think the defense in San Francisco can handle that. So I think they'll win. It'll be a nail biter. I think they'll win by like 21-17.
So you think they're not going to cover
What's the points?
7?
Oof. Yeah, no, they're not going to cover. 4-point game. It's going to be close.
That's why I had 4-point game, but I got Cardinals winning. All right, next we got here Chargers at the Bengals, and Chargers is somehow given 3 points because I don't get it. Because you got Tyrod Taylor playing, and you're giving him the win? You know what I'm saying? No way. I got Bengals winning. I know it's a rookie as well over there. But I just don't see Tyrod doing good, and I know that Cincinnati got some weapons like Joe Mixon, and you could say the same thing for Chargers, but you got no quarterback. As Burrow could be some. He was the first pick, So I got Cincinnati winning 13-7, and
I'm going to go with Cincinnati also. I think it could go either way. I don't know how good Burrow is because it's his first game, but I know what Tyrod Taylor is, and he's not that good.
I don't understand why they don't start their rookie.
And
the Chargers. So
I think it's going to be like a 14-10 game or 17-14 game. But since it's in Cincinnati, I'm gonna give it to Cincinnati.
Okay. I agree with you on that. Next, and this one it's going to hurt the most. Dallas at Rams, and Dallas is favored by 3, and I got Dallas going to win this game 27-21, and shit. I don't like seeing Dallas win at all, but I know they had a new coach, but it's like they didn't really lose much. They gained a little bit better on defense, besides the corner losing Byron Jones. Losing Byron Jones was huge. But yet again, they fixed their D-line, I felt like, a little bit. Getting Harrison Griffin and DeMarcus Lawrence, that's going to be a good pass rush there. And their offense, adding CeeDee Lamb onto their offense should help them. So, it's going to be a tough game for the Rams to even hold on. And Rams lost a lot, losing like Todd Gurley. I know Todd Gurley hasn't been much, but still, you're losing Gurley, you lose Brandon Cooks, you lose Littleton. That's a big one. That was their big player. They really wanted him back, and they lost him. It's like, I don't see Rams winning this game. Even though I want them to win, I just don't see it happening. I got Cowboys.
I hate those stinking cockroaches. I hate freaking Dallas fans. They think their shit don't stink, even they haven't done anything since '95. Think about that. We're going on 2.5 decades since they've done anything, but they still talk shit. Fuck you. But even though I say that, they did get better on offense. I mean, you have to be realistic. I mean, we haven't seen CeeDee Lamb play in the NFL, but I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt them. I think it's going to help them. On defense, like Cameron said, with Everson coming in, I mean, they got halfway decent linebackers if they stay healthy. I think their secondary is okay. So I think they're a good team. They're going to be in it till the end. It all depends on injury and everything like any other team. But for this game, I think they'll beat the Rams. I think the Rams are on a decline. They're going backwards. I know they signed Ramsey to a 5-year extension today, but you need more than Jalen Ramsey to win. And I personally think he was overrated as well. He's good, but he's not like, Gilmore or anything like that. So, that his shit don't stink, because it does. And if you watch the games, you'll see when they throw, he gets burned. He did last year, too, with Los Angeles, and he made some plays, too. So he's okay. But I really think Dallas is going to win. I think Dallas will win big. I think all the hype machine for Dallas is going to start that Monday night.
Oh, it's already started. I'm just getting the CeeDee Lamb shit.
Yeah, so I think it'll be like 31-17.
All right. And then we got here Pittsburgh got Giants, and Pittsburgh is given favor for 5.5. So I got Pittsburgh winning this game 20-13, and Pittsburgh, seeing Big Ben back is huge. They did, I would say, okay, and they almost made in the playoffs. Was Mason Rudolph and the other quarterback, I can't remember.
Duck?
Duck, right? Yeah, but like, that's my point. There was no quarterback. You're almost in the playoffs, and now you got Big Ben coming back. That is huge. And then they even drafted a receiver, and they're good at drafting receivers. And latest one, Juju, and now they got this guy. Hopefully they do good. And then the defense, that defense from before to now is a lot better again. You know what I mean? They, like, in the last couple of years, like, Steelers defense ain't that good. But now you got, like, once they got Fitzpatrick, you're like whole new defense. And I like seeing that. But as for the Giants, I like what they're doing now. So there, they got a new coach. They got James Bradbury off the free agency, such as Logan Ryan. That is 2 huge corners. I think that was a great improvement. And they're building their team slowly, but they're doing a lot better. But I just don't see a new coach, and just getting Logan Ryan is just going to be tough to get him ready. But I don't see them winning over Mike Tomlin and Big Ben. Like, that's tough to see. So I got Steelers winning 20-13, but
I agree.
I like both what they're doing.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm going with Pittsburgh. I think they're an overall better team. If Big Ben can stay healthy, I mean, he wants to prove something this year too, because people were talking junk last year already about him, and I would say, he's got something to prove, and I think he'll do all right. I think James Conner's all right, but he's not reliable to make it through a whole season. But it's week 1, so that's going for him. He's rested. Big Ben elevates his receivers, so even when they're just okay, he makes plays, throwing to the open area, things like that. So I think offensively they'll be all right. Their defense, where it used to be like the weakness, is not a weakness anymore. It's better than okay, I would say. It's in the top half of the league, so it's not going to be like a shootout every week where people are just throwing it on them everywhere. They've come a long way. They're only going to get better. They got some young guys on there. So I'm going to say that my prediction is Antonio Brown is going to apologize to the Pittsburgh Steelers and their organization and Big Ben for acting like a total Nimrod. And he's going to come back towards the end of the season. And they're going to go on and run. But I'm going to say Pittsburgh's going to win this one. And it'll be like 21-13, and it's not even going to be that close, something like Giants score like a field goal, to make it to 13 at the end. But I think, Steelers aren't going to outscore everybody like 50-10, but they'll win it pretty easily. You'll see who's the better team.
You got a lot of storylines. You got Brady injured in week 1. Now you got Antonio Brown coming. Woo!
That's what makes the NFL the NFL. It's interesting stories.
I feel you.
He's an idiot, but he's a good player. And if he's smart, he goes back to Pittsburgh because him and Big Ben, they were unstoppable. So.
And then Steelers will get Le'Veon Bell back.
No.
That'd be crazy.
Le'Veon Bell is done. He's done.
That would be interesting.
He was done last year.
Yeah, I would say so. Next, we got here Tennessee at Denver. Tennessee's favors 1.5. Even though I got Tennessee winning 28-7, I think this game's going to be a little bit hard for both sides because Tennessee doesn't have, well, I can't say it doesn't have yet, but I heard that they might not have A.J. Brown, so they're going to run 100%, even though you knew that before. But now hey, they're definitely running, so stack the box. But as we know now that Von Miller is injured, that's going to be tough for them. So that's why I got Tennessee winning 28-7. Now, I don't believe the Drew Lock hype until I see it. So I'm not going with this Bronco hype bullshit until I believe and see it.
I agree with you about the hype. With Von Miller out, I'm pretty sure the season is over, unfortunately, for the Bronco fans. But, how Tennessee is not a high-scoring team, but they pound you until they break your will, and then the floodgates open. And then in the fourth quarter, they'll put up some points. So it'll be a close game at the beginning, in the first half. But, it'll break open in the second half. I'm going to say Tennessee will win like 24-13.
All right. Well,
that was week 1's predictions. It's hard to say.
Especially no preseason.
No preseason. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of surprises, a lot of things we didn't see coming and we could have never guessed. But we're going to put out another video next week. And we'll hopefully, we'll see you then. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment.
I see, what games do you guys
let us know what your score is, what you think. Yeah. And we'll always get back to everyone who gets in contact with us. We always do. We love talking to everybody. And we love football. So let's hope for a good season. Let's hope for no major injuries this week.
It's going to be tough because
I don't know if
that's going to be a lot of injuries.
I don't know with the contact and everything. But once again, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Please hit the like button. And if you can, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't.